So yeah, Yaftik is definitely where my heart lies in the comics.
Yeah, if you want to get into voiceover, you got to do it because you love it. You can't do it because you want to be rich and famous, especially because you're legit doing a job that people don't know your face.
You know, in my comic, there's a number of sentient computers and video game consoles that have happened over the years.
I should have a film. I thought it was going to be the end of this year. I think it's going to be next year. There should be a film called Badness coming.
I think we're up to 6 Star Wars children's books now that I've illustrated.
I'm here!
I'm here.
The dork behind the drawing. No, no.
Yay!
Don't look him directly in the face.
I draw cartoons for a living, and you can't tell me that the stuff that that we're producing nowadays is just for kids.
Kevin and Kel is now the longest running webcomic. I started in September 1995, and it's never missed a day since.
When I announced that I was voicing for Inuyasha's daughter, everyone was like, what? Like,
that was all well and good until, I was giving Phil a ride one day and he said, so how's your boyfriend? And I said, well, we're breaking up. And Phil said, oh, really?
Hello, welcome to Creators Corner on Planet Flipside, a very special Friday edition. And we're hoping Jenna gets her devices to talk to us, because right now we're having some tech difficulties. So
yeah, her stuff's not cooperating.
We're just going to have to hope and pray.
She's on Chrome, and she says her browser has blocked connecting to the mic and camera.
We have had those problems before. Hello.
A wild Mew.
A wild Mew. Oh, thank you. I'm like,
it's a wild Mew.
It's a wild Mew. Pokemon. Gotta get them all.
Hi, Muriel.
So we
love Jenna, and we hope she can make it work.
She can figure
if
that
not,
out.
We still love her.
She might have to shut everything down and start over. Because sometimes that's what I had to do in the beginning before I kicked my computer around a little bit. Actually, I think it was a day. Wasn't it like a day or two of just tech, working on the tech? Sometimes. My biggest problem is everything should work in Linux. Because Linux is like...
It's supposed to work.
The neutral of neutrals,
Yeah.
But y'all keep coming out with stuff that's only Windows or only Apple.
I don't know that I've ever seen you in yellow, but I like it.
Oh yeah, I've worn this a lot.
It's very bright. It's not very big, but it's very bright.
Thank you. I don't wear it a lot because a lot of times it makes me look green, but I found that being on camera, it doesn't. Well, and I put
translate.
That's why I have makeup on, because
she's going to try to connect with her phone because the computer.
Oh, okay. Studio Plex, hello. Bobcat, thank you.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah,
Jenna is working on joining us. She's having a little bit of technical difficulties.
She's going
but she's
from
doing
computer
her best.
to phone, so we'll hope that works for her. We miss her. We haven't seen her in a couple of years. Eliza!
It's been a while. Hi, Liza.
You're on the wrong side of the screen, Eliza.
Yeah.
Teasing you. You do what you need to do.
But you would love Jenna, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think y'all would get along well. Jenna picked out my mic. Well, it was the mic Jenna told me to look at.
I remember that.
Mahalo!
Perfect Burger. I've seen that name
Mahalo
before.
means thank you. Mahalo. We used to say it all the time at the coffee house because my Polynesian. Oh my gosh. My Samoan
Try again.
friends. Yeah. Kaleo and Kule used
Aw.
to yell that at me all the time. They were the cutest couple. Kaleo and Kule. They were so cute.
Today was wear your pajamas day at school.
Oh?
And I saw some of the cutest PJs on those kids today.
Oh.
There were unicorns and dinosaurs.
Dinosaur? Like Jurassic Park?
Lots of Nightmare Before Christmas and Pokemon. Dude. I was here a few days
I
ago.
know. You came and played games with us, didn't you? Or you wanted
Yeah, I
to.
think
One
so.
or the other. You were playing Family Game Night, wasn't it?
I don't
Maybe?
remember. I just remember seeing the
I
name.
just remember the Perfect Burger. I remember the name.
Who wouldn't
It's a good-
remember the Perfect Burger?
Seriously. Have you ever had a Perfect Burger?
I don't think so.
I think I have a couple of times.
Well, do tell.
It's always
Don't hold
it's
out
always
on us. Don't
shocking.
gatekeep.
There's a place here called the Burger Inn, and the guy, his name is Sid, who owns this place. It's like a 1950s drive-in. It's just got the kitchen in the middle, and it's all drive-in. So they put some picnic tables around it.
Yeah.
But that was a freaking good burger. I mean,
Jackbox?
and
I've never had Jackbox. Oh, you played Jackbox games. I thought you were talking about Jack in the Box.
There's a Jack in the Box burger place though, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
I know. That's what I was thinking of.
We have Swenson's. Their burgers are amazing. When I was young,
I
I
think
lived
I've
in
heard of that.
Michigan, and I loved Elias Brothers Big Boys. But that was one of the few restaurants we had where I grew up in the middle of nowhere. So that might be just it's just a good memory, you know. The hair's all crinkled in the back. There we go. It was all weird, crinkled in the back. She's trying. It says that I don't know what's going on. I'm feeling a little bad right now. Private chat.
We love you, Jenna. Thank you so much for
Getting
putting in the effort.
closer, she says. Getting closer.
Yeah.
Jenna, we miss you. We hope this works out. Up here in Ohio. Oh, I just read that. Swenson's.
You have any good burger places around you, Bobcat? What about Muriel? I need to know.
Bobcat probably does. She's in Wisconsin. We got good food in Wisconsin. Those Germans know how to cook. Like, real substantial food.
The good hearty stuff.
Here's the combo bun cheese patty, ketchup, mustard, lettuce, tomato, mayo, bun, in that order, bottom to top.
I like my bun in the middle.
Hubby's like that too.
Put the
Like,
meat
he's
on
got an
the
order.
meat bun. I'm just kidding.
Meat sandwiches like Buzz Lightyear. Oh, I swear, I'm having trouble today. Whoo-wee, baby.
You like Culver's?
Culver's? I don't think I've ever had Culver's. You think
I will say,
hungry?
I don't understand the
I'm
hype
good.
around Five Guys. I'm just saying.
Whataburger. We had
Yeah.
a Whataburger, and all these Texans took me there because they were like, "You gotta try Whataburger."
I mean, they're good, but they're not like woohoo.
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, it's okay."
Yeah,
Kind of like it's a little pricey for what it is.
I do like chips
And chips where we wanted. That was great.
on my burger.
Hey,
Hi,
Jack,
Jack.
how you doing? You think Culver's is the best? I love how we always get on food topics on this channel.
Always.
It doesn't matter
Always
what
do.
night it is. If we're gaming, if we're interviewing, if we're doing arts and crafts, if we're just having a coffee clutch, it doesn't matter. We always.
But I
talk
blame
about
the
food.
Perfect Burger for this one because that's what brought it up. Not that we're mad.
Oh, I like Hot. Does anybody remember Hot Now? I remember them because their cheeseburgers were 10 cents. Or 15 cents. The regular burgers were 10 cents. So, you know, I was in high school at the time, which was a really long time ago. Let's not go there. Probably before half of you were born. But nobody had cheeseburger. Everyone, cheeseburgers were like $1, in most places. And in this place, so of course, all the high school guys that I would do sports with, they'd want to go there for lunch because they could eat 10 cheeseburgers without even blinking an eye.
Yeah.
Look at you. I can see you. I see a pretty lady
Jenna.
down in our room. I'm going to let her mess with her camera before I bring her up, though. Well, at least I can say hi in here while I wait for my... You're so sweet.
Just give us a thumbs up when you're ready.
Yep.
Well, she also figured out how to work the chat feature, so.
Yeah, you got to give her credit for that, working the chat feature. Just hit the X, do not hit the back button.
Don't hit the back button. You fall down, go boom.
Alrighty, so the person we've all come here to see tonight.
Da-da-da!
Hi,
Jenna!
Yay! Can you hear us? She can't hear us. You can't hear us. You look beautiful.
Yeah.
You can't hear us, but you look beautiful. Yeah, when they're 59 cents at McDonald's, yeah. Jenna, all right, Jenna, I've missed you. Just so you know, I've missed you. Did you ever get to see my mic? The one that you helped me buy? Isn't it beautiful? She helped me pick this out. It was like a week of shopping. So I could do sound effects, but Mel and I both hate ASMR.
I know how hard it was for her to get in here in the first place, but if she went out and came back, it might work.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Eliza.
Hi, Eliza.
If you go out and come back, that might work better for your audio. Look at the glitter on those nails.
Yeah, a little 7-year-old.
Hi, tech guy. I got one of those too.
Hi, tech guy.
You got
What's she having audio problems? She's having audio problems. Oh,
yeah, first she was having camera problems. Now she's having audio problems.
Is she on Bluetooth?
I don't think so.
Well, we're not. This isn't a game show. This is we're going to talk to this awesome person that you should really stick around and get to know kind of show. Not every show we do is a game show. I know, shocking. I know,
shocking.
Most of them are, but this one's not.
Jenna's an award-winning voice actress, so you should stay and see what she has to say. She's got some pretty cool stuff. But tonight we're going to be playing Don't Starve Together on Steam at 9:30 if you want to come back or if you want to play. No. Okay, let's see. Audio, test 1, 2, 3. Nope. I can't hear them.
No.
But tomorrow we'll be playing Fall Guys, right?
Fall Guys at 6:30.
At 6:30?
Mm-hmm.
Well, tomorrow we'll be playing Fall Guys at 6:30.
Hold on, we're trying another option. Okay. Hi, puppy! Oh, what a cute fluffer butt.
Oh, wait, I just heard it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but she can't hear us.
I can hear you.
Oh.
Earbuds.
Okay. I can hear you.
Yay!
Yay!
You did it. Somebody get that man a cookie.
He gets a cookie.
Okay. I'll give him a cookie.
Okay, you have fun, Perfect Burger. Thanks for coming and saying hi.
Yeah, I'm sorry it wound up taking 14 minutes longer than...
It's my plane.
Look,
it gets
you
to
made
leave
it.
And go
That's what
as
matters.
I please.
You made it. That's what matters.
Yes.
We're just glad you're here. How have you been doing?
I've been doing really well.
Awesome. I'm going to turn off the music.
And, just being me.
Being you? Working hard?
Yeah. Sort of. But yeah.
Yeah. Sort of?
Well,
anything...
It's working because I literally do what a lot of people consider a hobby and my life. Like I get to play and create all day. So it's hard to consider a lot of the time. So.
Do you have any new things coming out that we should know about?
Well, I know you're a fan of Wapsie, and there will be more coming soon.
Yay!
Because Stella's driving, so
Stella's driving.
So that'll be fun to see how that plays out. And I'm really looking forward to that one coming out. I love playing Costella. And I have a couple other indie animated projects, but I mean, mostly what I've been doing is commercial. I've been really trying to tackle the automotive realm because women can sell cars now. Who knew?
I know. Isn't that amazing?
Right.
Isn't that amazing? We even know how to use the keys and the push buttons.
We do. I mean, it's freakish that, kids to and from school all this time and we still can't sell ourselves a car.
Yeah, Paul did share the link for the show. Mm-hmm. Hubby was so excited he squealed like a little girl. I love him so much.
Aww, hubby.
Studio Plex says, "Hey, Jenna."
Hey. Actually, I can kind of glance because I do have the screen over there, the computer that doesn't work.
When we're doing the gaming, I always have an extra chat feature going on, so I don't have to flip between the screens.
Yeah, I have my laptop that's why I keep.
I got a really new curved monitor for work, and I love it. I absolutely love it. If anyone ever out there has a desk job, I absolutely 100% suggest getting a curved monitor because the eye is so much easier now, and it just it takes a day to get used to, but it's fantastic. I love it. I am now like a huge proponent in curved monitors.
All right, I'm going to bring up some haze so everyone gets their chance in the sun. You're like, "Hey, Jenna." A Wild Muse says, "Hey, Jenna."
Hey, hey, hey.
And Jack says, "Hey, Jenna." Who here is hyped for Sam Dalston? What is that? I'm lost.
And I'm really curious to see how that one's gonna play out and all. So,
what is it?
I'm just curious. What is? It's another animated indie project.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the title.
I mean, it's so far it's only one episode in for my character, so I don't know a whole lot, and everything's still under development.
Well, if it's anime, I'm in.
Yeah. Well,
you know me.
I haven't gotten any anime yet. I'm still waiting. If anyone's interested, I'd love to give it a shot.
Come on, people. Yeah. Give her some anime. She can do
You know you want Jenna.
You know you want Jenna. Who doesn't want Jenna? Come on. We'll hype you up.
Do you have a favorite project that you have worked on?
Well, again, I don't do a whole lot of animated stuff, and real honestly, my favorite is working with playing Costella for Wapsie Square. That is probably and then actually there is this one other project that I'm in, and I get to play a villain, and and it's so well written, but it's actually kind of a live action kind of thing, and it's actually done with dolls, but the writing in it is so fantastic. And we've already recorded the upcoming movie of it because there was seasons and I think 22 episodes. My character wasn't in it until towards the end, but yeah, that one it's toss up in terms of my favorite because it's a villain,
I know. I love doing villain stuff. Oh, I love the villain stuff. That's so much fun.
So it's probably a toss up between that, and it's fantastic writing on both parts and really creative projects. I mean, I've been lucky that so far the people that have entrusted their characters to me have been incredibly creative people. So
it makes it a lot more fun.
Well, Costella is a force of nature, so she suits you. I agree completely. And a Wild Mew and Studio Plex, talk to Jenna later. We will do a show. We love it. We always, especially indie stuff. I always want indie stuff on here all the time.
Oh,
all the time.
I'm pretty sure we could get Wopsy back on here, like the whole.
You need to talk to Paul.
I will absolutely
because
talk.
he vetoed me, and I even used the puppy.
It's because I haven't
used puppy dog eyes.
Which
usually works. I'm not used to not getting what I want when I use.
Yeah, I'll get Morgan in on it. We'll both bully him into.
Yeah, that's right. Both of you, come, everyone, come play on Flipside. It's not like a
I
regular.
love having
play.
you guys on.
I do too.
Clearly, you're in the.
Oh, did you get to see the intro?
The intro, yes. Thank you.
Don't leave. Because you're in it. You'll be in the outro.
I'm gonna watch it, the replay because
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's here forever. We just interviewed someone last week, and they're like, "So does this stay?" I said, "Oh yeah, this is permanent. This is as long as they let me have the channel for the rest of everyone's lives."
Forever.
Once it hits the internet, it's forever.
Say you could get blacklisted in Hollywood, so yes, forever.
So what's the hardest character that you've had to try to work with?
Or the hardest job?
Hardest job, yeah.
Honestly, I think the hardest part is the vocality of there's a boy that I voice, but after voicing it for a while, my voice is torn up, and that one I kind of call him Sid, but after you do this for a while with your voice, it really does get kind of rough in the back. So that one is the hardest. Just
I like Sid.
Yeah. Do you do like vocal warm-ups before you, like if you're doing a long stretch of
I do
things?
I do them every day for work, and because I do have training as a singer, and that has been incredibly helpful because it helps you with your breathing and knowing, the difference between like vertical vowels and sideways. Like it just helps in so many ways. But the vocal health with learning how to sing. So you have your warm-ups in the morning and like lip trills and like, I'm walking around the house just that kind of stuff.
I do that too. My children think it's hilarious. They love it.
If you do this kind of work, you're never going to be normal again. So just
Embrace it. Embrace the weird.
And then I do a little bit of vocal cool down, but there's some days where I just wind up shooting my voice belting and singing at the end of the day just to get all the energy and everything.
The cool down process is sometimes exciting.
Always drinking. Always.
Water. Make sure you hydrate, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Hydrate.
Hydration.
If anybody's interested in a circle bottle, link us in the Discord channel. You get a discount on a starter pack.
Check out the merch.
Oh yeah, check out our merch. It's down below.
That's across the room. I can't show it. Sorry.
Hint, nudge, wink, wink. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of in terms of characters, mostly commercial work. So a lot of the times if I am playing a character, it's very brief. And I mean, there's been times where I've played a bad mom that left the porch door open, and it's a PSA about, keeping pools safe for your children. Challenging because it's like, okay, I get to be a mom freaking out for 15 seconds. And granted, it's 15 seconds, but you've got a few takes that you're giving to a producer to choose from. And but yeah, like it's anytime there's anything challenging, it's like it's not particularly a challenge. Like the thing that's challenging is, when I'm trying to submit to 30 production houses to get my demo there to potentially audition or be on their roster. That's when it's challenging. It's
right.
Not doing the work that the challenge happens. So,
and what helps you overcome those challenges?
I mean, if I was an alcoholic, I would say drinking, but you kind of learn to accept it and roll with it. And for me, it's more about perspective afterwards, because it just makes it that much more powerful and worth it when you land it. Like when it works out, it feels like that much more of a win, because a lot of voice work is, I'm going to say, like 90% finding auditions and finding work. And then you audition, and then there's that little percentage that you're actually working and getting to play and do what you love. So, I mean, it's romantically for the idea of this job. Yes, hypothetically, it's as simple as turning on your mic after training and all that kind of stuff and getting to do it. But you still have to keep in mind, there is all the try to find an audition,
right,
the right fit for it, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, when you get to that little part, and honestly, you'd think billing and invoicing would be another huge favorite part, but I hate paperwork. Like, I like getting paid, but I hate having to
I
sit
completely understand that.
30, you haven't paid yet. Like, I hate that part. I hate it. Just, I need an assistant.
That's what I tell everyone. I'm like, go to my Patreon. If you go to my Patreon, none of that money's going to me, because I'm going to hire Mel to be my personal assistant. Because she can do all that.
Money well worth it. I am so not business inclined. So yeah.
I completely understand.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it full time since 2019, but realistically, there's so much that goes into it. Like, for me, when I was a kid, I didn't know voiceovers was a job choice. And so, but I knew I wanted to be an actress or like some kind of performer, musician, actress, something like that. So, I took acting classes, went to acting camps. I played band. I was a choir band geek. It was fabulous. And then, then I got older and mommed, and that was my focus. And then when I got a little bit older, I think it was about 2006, 2007, I was like, it's time. I want to, do something more for myself. And I couldn't afford classes and anything like that, but I did have marketing and promotions experience. So I got in at a radio station, and they have microphones at radio stations. It's of making yourself available. And that was 2007-ish. So I did get my first start there. And then I did that for a little while, and then went back to momming and just, did voice work part-time, like a little gig here and there, did a little bit of production here and there, nothing full-time at all. And then, in 18, I was like, okay, kids are grown. I am now single. I need an income and a job and a career. And so it's like, okay, luckily I kept all of my contacts, and I, continued to do improv classes and other classes along the way, just to kind of keep the skill set up. So thank God I did. And when 2018 came, and one of my friends had told me about a production job that was coming up sometime soon. So I was like, okay, I'll go back to school, brush up my production skills. And I got a certificate in radio production and a certificate in music entrepreneurship, so that I got, my ears working a little bit better, and better with the new version of the, like Adobe Audition is what I primarily use. So got a chance to, get in on the newest version of that. And then the job came about, and I started that in September of 19. So, and with my day job, I'm making over 2,000 commercials a year. So that's a lot of work on its own. And then I've got my freelance voiceover stuff that I do before work, during lunch, and after work.
I think the last time we spoke, I think, if I remember correctly, you said you were helping your son get a setup.
I was, and he does have a channel on Twitch that he does, and
awesome.
He is recently really actually auditioning for character work. I don't think he's quite there for commercial stuff yet, and I mean, I'm here if he wants to learn it. He's so good with character, like he's got a portfolio of character voices in his pocket, so he's definitely going more for the animation and gaming route. And he recently moved his, because he had a smaller space in his bedroom, and now, like a closet, and now he's got like a full setup, couple of screens, soundproof.
Oh wow,
beautifully. Yeah, no,
this is what I want.
So he's progressed. That's good.
I think I was in my closet last time, so I've changed locations the whole room now. And but yeah, it's taken him some time. Voiceover stuff doesn't happen overnight. It's stuff you got to work
Jack
at.
wants to know what the name of his Twitch channel is.
Oh, he'd get so mad at me if I told you.
Oh,
we might flood him.
Why?
Probably because I embarrassed him. I've been on his channel a couple times as a guest, but
we want to check it out.
I think he's streaming right now. I don't even think he's watching this.
Oh, not
support my baby.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, if we find out.
If he says it's okay,
I was just going to say, when we find out, check out our Discord channel. Jenna can send it to me and I can I'll post it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we have a Twitch room, so I'll post it in there.
Yeah. That would work.
So all our Twitchy people can go follow each other.
Say that and they get mic'd competition that's going on right now. So
our Twitchy people.
Our Twitchy people.
Twitchy people. Sorry, Jack. I'll do my best.
All right, cool.
We share with permission.
Yes. We share with permission. Yes, this channel is 18 plus, and we believe in consent at all times.
He's taller than me. He's bigger than me. I mean, that said him when he did that, but yeah, I'm not. He can pick me up and relocate me at this point. So I do respect what he says.
Oh, you don't have that flip flop action yet? You work on your flip flop action.
Actually, I think the ones that I had, I took from him when he. Let's be.
Oh, that's funny. Too much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness gracious. My eyes are watering. I'm laughing so hard.
Drink break.
Drink break.
Water break.
Watching have a question or?
Say that again?
I was asking if anybody watching has a question.
Yeah, keep those questions coming.
Yeah.
Peoples.
I do have a question one more question. Well, I probably have more than one.
You have more questions. That's why we love it when you join us.
Fire away, girl.
What's your favorite color? Why? And what does that say about you?
Purple.
Color. Those two favorite color also.
Purple.
Yeah, purple. Purple hair, purple nails. Why is it my favorite color? No idea. Because I'm royalty. We'll just go with that.
I was just gonna say royal color.
I want to be the queen of automotive, so we'll go with
You work on your hand with?
Mm-hmm. Actually, it's elbow, wrist, wrist.
Or fix the hair and clutch the pearls. Fix the hair and clutch the pearls. I used to live with drag queens.
Come on, Mel.
Love drag queens. Oh,
come on, Mel.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I'm not always a follower.
And
that is a good thing. I think you might have broke Eliza. Pepsi Power says, "Hi, Jenna."
Hey, Pepsi, favorite soda, right there. Boom.
I used to drink cherry Coke until I started doing the whole circle bit. Mm-hmm. Now I can't. It tastes funny.
Well, I used to drink Mountain Dew.
Isn't that weird?
I was a Mountain Dew for a very long time.
Water.
Yeah, I love Mountain Dew.
I might get a soda, but no.
Water. Water.
Water. Sometimes it's Crystal Light. Like Crystal Light or Propel, just because it's like I need some flavor in my water.
I've taken to the circles. I like them too, and the Kool-Aid.
I like
the liquid Kool-Aids.
Maybe Jenna doesn't know what circle is. Do you know what a circle is?
The circles? Yeah. I was just gonna say.
Okay. All right.
I was just gonna say, as much as she's on social media, she's gotta know.
It's a round thing. We'll go with it.
It's a round thing.
Yeah, it's a round thing.
All I can think of is there's the earth and it's a circle. Ooh, that's a pretty sweet earth right there. That's all I think of whenever I hear that.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's pretty sweet art.
Mm.
Voice of Mayor Wacko here, and I'm super hyped for it. Awesome, Jack. Y'all are welcome to come in. Talk to Jenna. She'll talk to hubby. He does all the bookings.
Oh, I'm like, wait, for me?
You too.
What Vixie means by that is we're always looking for people to interview, and hubby's the one that sets them up for us.
Yes, and he's very good about that. And he's really
Yeah.
quick responding if you have any questions. I love that part.
He's better at it than I am. He comes in and he goes, I need this answered now. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you have any?
got to him first.
Do you have any interesting hobbies?
It used to be voice work. Okay, my interesting. I don't have interesting hobbies anymore. I play video games. I play with my dogs. I hang out with family and friends. That's like.
Do you have a Switch?
No, I was gonna. I have a 64. I have the retro Nintendo, and I'm an Xbox girl. So, I mean, I have those.
Well, if you ever get a Switch, you can always come and play on Bitches with Switches. We have them multiple times a week.
That might be getting one. Like, that'd be fun.
You
and we
absolutely
do Fall Guys on
listen.
Saturdays.
If you ever catch us on a Sunday night playing Bitches with Switches Mario Kart, we get vicious.
Is my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we get vicious.
I call
It's
Mel
fun.
a little whore, and she enjoys it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. It doesn't. Yes.
That's why it got its name. The show got the name Bitches with Switches. So
it.
Mario Kart is like your favorite?
That was my favorite for. I mean, sometimes it reclaims its favorite spot, but yeah, it was my favorite. Like ever since it came out on the 64, that has been.
I loved Mario Kart 64. They brought some of those tracks into the Mario Kart on the Switch.
yeah.
So
My son does have the Switch, so I have played the.
Oh, okay.
That one. So, and it's still, it's for blood in my house when we.
Oh yeah, here too. We're crazy. Last night we played Splatoon 2, and there were some vicious words.
Ooh.
There were some vicious words, but it's all in love because we love each other here on Planet Flipside. It's all in love.
Ooh. Some of my favorite video games, honestly, some of the ones that I play, I just play to kind of zone out. So I actually like Sid Meier's Civilization and bands. I've spent way too much money on extra content in Rock Band. Like it's embarrassing how money I've spent on.
We played Don't Starve Together on Steam.
Okay.
It's PC games. And
it's a survival game.
It's a survival game. It's kind of like Tim Burton's version of Minecraft.
Oh.
It's fun.
That would be interesting.
I love it. It's one of my favorites. We play it both on the Switch and on Steam.
Okay,
So,
and you one or is that one just?
The one tonight is just Steam, and yesterday we had Bitches with Switches Don't Starve Together, which is on the Switch.
That one's on Switch. Okay. Noted.
So that everyone gets to play. Because once they play it, they get pretty addicted. That's why Mel refuses. She doesn't want to play that game. She's like, no. We did get her start playing Fall Guys, which is cross-platform and a free download. And that's Saturdays.
Mel, come on.
What?
We all need a bad habit, Mel. Come on.
We need a lot of bad habits because they're good for the soul.
I have enough. They keep me pretty busy.
That's all it is.
You prefer Mario Party over Mario Kart? You know the only thing about Mario Party though is it's really hard to play via the internet.
Mm-hmm.
We keep trying, and
our biggest obstacle was that we could only have 4 players. I mean, we play Mario Kart and we fill up those 12 slots pretty quick.
And some people drop out so other people can play.
Right.
It's like,
and that's
okay,
the issue we have with Fall Guys. If we don't have the 10, we can only use 4. And there's always like 3 or 4 people like, I want to play too. And we're like, but we can, it's 4 or 10 plus.
So
there's no in between.
It, and he will be here tomorrow. So everyone should show up for that. Hubby.
Oh, Hubby.
He downloaded Fall Guys.
What?
I know.
Hubby gets a cookie.
He does.
I found, here's something really sad. I found today a video game that I had voiced, I think back in 18 or 19. It came out in 19. Yeah, I didn't know. I felt so bad. I didn't my social media, nothing. And I was like, well, I mean, is it too late to get character art, or like, is that ship sailed?
Yeah.
I found that out, I think 4 or 5 hours ago. I felt kind of
Can you
stupid.
share what it is? If
I
you remember.
I literally,
I adore you. You're so funny.
On Steam. Hold on, I might be able to find out.
Yeah, on the PC it's Epic Games.
on
Yeah.
Steam.
Because I thought on the PC it was on Steam, but it's Fall Guys is not on Steam. It's Epic Games. So it's virtual.
I have a gaming.
That's exciting.
I love it because it makes it sound like I'm way more productive than I am in real life. I'll be sitting there during a session if I'm typing. They're like, "That's a really loud keyboard." I'm like, "It's bouncy."
It's bouncy.
I have a steampunk keyboard and it goes clack, 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 clack. I love it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being really productive. Okay, it's called Meta Revelations.
Meta Revelations. I'll have to look that up.
Ring Spirits, I think.
What platform is it on?
It's at the Steam store. Yeah, Meta Revelations, Ring Spirits. It's RPG.
I think I saw the preview for that.
Yeah,
today.
but it came out. Oh God, it came out May 9th. Oh, May 9th of 2019. I am on the ball with that project. Oh,
You know, I had to learn how to play or use a PS5 because I house sat for my brother last week. And he was like, you got to go on this game every day and get us our daily rewards. And it has to be after 8 o'clock. And he wrote out this whole list of instructions for how to get this. Because I played a PS2, but that's a whole different ballgame.
That's a whole different reality.
Exactly.
And they have 2 PS5, so I had to do it for both for their games.
Gotta get all the free. Gotta get the free content.
Yeah. Yeah, her brother and sister-in-law have every game console, I swear.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Or so I can't say anything. There's no judgments here.
No judgments. It's just amazing.
Well, they have 2 75-inch TVs in the living room side by side. They each have their own set of all of the game consoles.
You can cheat so easy like that if you're playing. Like, hey, which screen you look at? Fine.
Feed the dogs? No, just consoles and the cats.
Yeah, exactly. I had a list for how to feed the cats, and I had a list for how to feed the consoles.
I love that. Are you house sitting? Yeah, my neighbor has 2 Xboxes we need to keep up on, and no cats, no dog, no Xboxes.
Oh, thank you. It was added to the Steam library. That's cool.
Awesome.
Let me know.
I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm getting on Steam tonight anyway.
I did send it to my son. He's like, "Are you in this one?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Yeah.
So he may be playing it on his stream. No.
So Jenna,
when you're not
when you were
working, you're doing your gaming?
Yeah.
I'm normally playing with my dogs because
they're fluffy.
I do. I have a senior corgi. She's 14 years old. She's a corgi mix. And then I just got a mini burner, and she's like 9, and she has full blown puppy brain right now. She'll even chase her tail. She's constantly playing.
Yeah.
It's taken her a little while to learn the rules of the workroom, and is the senior dog will actually bark at her when she starts playing too loud in here. Like, it kind of defeats the purpose, but at least I have got back up. So,
that's funny.
And then my boyfriend is playing a lot of Assassin's Creed right now, so there's days that I'll sit there and watch him. So
no,
I think he's doing the ball.
Well,
I'm sorry, Liza. What was your question?
When you were a little girl, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be an actress when I was little, and then there was a brief time where I wanted to be president, and that was, my dad talked me out of that one. he was like, you can't really do much and they don't pay very well. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I wanted to be a marine biologist, and then I went back to.
Do all girls want to be marine biologists at one point?
With dolphins and otters.
No.
I wanted to be a marine biologist for like half of my 7th grade year.
Yeah,
I really did. I thought that would be really cool. Now,
I
have a
always
friend
wanted
who's
to be a
marine
teacher,
biologist,
and then I
she
became a
makes lot of
teacher,
money
and I
in
didn't want to do it anymore.
computers. She's a marine biologist. She makes a lot of money in computers.
Yes, but I after that little phase passed, then it was back to wanting to be an actor. So, and then I was a mom, and that was what I was.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
a hard job.
It is a very hard job.
It's nothing to snap at.
No, and part of that was 12 years of it was as a Navy wife. So getting to live, I mean, it was great. I got to live in Italy, Hawaii, Washington, and yeah, so we got some good duty stations, but it is hard.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, but I did ultimately, I wanted to be when I grew up. Someday I will grow up completely and I'll do the thing. Still kind of refusing to do that completely because I like to play. I like to have fun. I goof off all the time. Like
They're saying that you know, Gen X and millennials all are doing this thing where we are going through like our second puberty or a second teenage bout after 40, getting hair color, getting piercings, getting tattoos, doing all those things that costed money when we were young and we couldn't do it.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
so I have another year. I'm good.
Yeah, you have another year.
Yeah, I definitely, because I couldn't afford. I have, I think, over 13 tattoos. I can't remember. I didn't count recently, but younger, I could afford some piercings because that's, you know, like $25 at Claire's, even though you should go to a tattoo shop to get pierced.
I was just gonna say, but don't do that. But read the disclaimer
Go
below.
that first little hole, go to a tattoo shop. It'll be clean. And the piercing feel better, faster, fantastic. And yeah, I'm a strong proponent to letting kids go into tattoo shops if they want to get regular piercings. It's so much better. But yeah, so that, I mean, I think I had 1 or 2 tattoos when I was in my 20s because they're expensive, especially if you want good art. And then again, you know, 2016, 2017, I was like, I have so many tattoos done at that point in time. And the purple hair, I started doing, I think, about 2016 because I could. And then especially with my job, I'm a creative person. I work in a creative job. Purple hair is not going to keep me from working. The fact that I have a tongue piercing and my lip is pierced doesn't matter. Like, my tattoos can be put away if I need to be conservative.
Mm-hmm.
And then most of them are put away. A lot of them are on my back. But it's, you know, I can play conservative. Well, the purple hair, it takes a minute to get rid of. But for the most part, it's like I am fortunate enough to be in a creative field where I can play and do fun things like this. Right. And honestly, if you told me when I was 20, when I got my tongue pierced, if I would have it at this age, I would have been like, you're crazy. Who would have it? I'm like, yeah, you still will. Just so you know, you'll keep it in there. I did not anticipate that. But no, I definitely think there's some truth to that. And there's actually a thing that I joined voting will start on Monday, and it's Fabulous Over 40. And it really is kind of like, you know, because now we have, you know, our kids are older. So like, if I want to go to Italy, it's like, take care of the dogs. I'll be back in 10 days, you know, and you can go run off and travel because you just have more freedom and you do normally have a little bit more disposable income. So there's definitely truth to, you know, as I was a Gen X and, or Zennial, actually, if you want to go sub-genres. And there definitely is something to that because I'm not the only one. My friends are doing the same kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. It's, you know, one of my girlfriends, when I met her, she's only a year older than me. And she's like, oh, I could never dye my hair purple. And she's like, I can't even imagine, you know, when I'm having purple hair. I'm like, you think I'm not going to have my hair like this in a couple of years? Like, don't use the number as a thing. And during COVID, she actually did wind up dyeing her hair purple. So I was very happy for her and she loves it. Had a great time with it. But yeah, I think there's a lot of us that, and the other thing is the social stigma for a lot of that stuff has really kind of gone away as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's been a combination of the two factors, and I kind of love it, not gonna lie.
Well, and a lot of us Xers are in charge now.
Yeah, that too.
And we grew up in the era, Xers grew up in the era where it was like, we're not going to make it past like 95 anyways. We're all going to die. I don't know why, but it was about 1995 that everyone was pretty sure they weren't going to make it to 1995.
Mhm.
Nobody was. So
Well-
we were kind of nihilists at heart.
Well,
Our culture was anyway.
And our whole generation, it was like, the reason it was Generation X is because we're not really going to amount to much. We're not going to be able to do much. They don't know, the older generations didn't know what we would wind up offering, what we would have to
Right.
potentially build on, grow on, and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's not like we were lost by any means, but it was pretty much like, well, they're going to do what they do. So it's like,
Yeah. And a lot of us, I know I do, have okay, well, we'll just burn it all down and start over then. No problem. And so when we get to this age, and most of us are in charge at some level of management, for lack of a better word, it's like, can I dye my hair pink? I don't care, as long as you could scan that into the scanner thing and count back change. And some of you managers who haven't taught their people how to count back change, I'm going to smack you one day. Just scan that thing and count back change. We're good. I don't care if you have your nose.
Some of us worked at McDonald's for 6 years and still can't count back change because we're bad at math.
I had a cashier one time that worked under me that I went through her line and I paid with cash, which I never would. I don't know. Anyway, this was many years ago. But she started counting back my change, and it was like, I don't know, 50 something or 86 or whatever. It was more than 50 cents.
Mm-hmm.
And she was doing it all in dimes. And I'm like, you have quarters. No. She's like, yeah, but this is easier to count. What? Okay, we obviously need to work on this.
This is something.
This is common quarter.
I can't deal with it. But I think a lot of us have come to the realization that it doesn't matter what somebody looks like. It doesn't matter, as long as
performance,
hygiene is good. As long as your hygiene is good, we're good. As long as.
Even with my job, and fortunately it's one that is much more, what can you do?
Mm-hmm.
And
right,
because I honestly, I don't have a degree. I never wound up getting one. I really didn't need one. It was, what can I do? This is what I can do. These are my skills. These are my abilities. This is how fast I can do this stuff. And that's the important part. Yes, a degree would have helped. And honestly, anyone who wants to do voiceover work, I'll tell you right now, take one class in business. That is something I probably should have done. Because you are a freelance, and that your job is freelance. So you're your own billing, you're a in and of yourself. So a business course would not hurt. But realistically, I mean, the degree would be nice, but if you spend that time really working on the skills required to do that job in terms of voiceover and stuff like that, taking acting classes, taking improv classes at a comedy house, wherever you can get that stuff, and then also learning mic technique and all that. I mean, it's not as simple as, as just turning on a microphone. And even for podcasting, there's certain skills that you need to have, and even basic audio editing. And the more you can do that stuff, the better you can do that stuff. That's what's going to help you work in the future. So,
and learn a whole bunch of different stuff.
You do. You don't know.
You want as many editing suites as you can get your hands on.
Yeah. It is definitely one of those things that you don't know what you don't know. And like when you start doing voice work, you're like, oh, I got this. And then you're like, then reality hits and you just kind of like, oh, I know nothing. And then and you face plant and you realize, oh, I've just done 15 things wrong. And now it's like, okay, well, we're going to start trying to do it right now. And then you work back, you work your way back up. Well, it's not something you ever fully master. It's just like being a musician. You can be a maestro at some point, but you're still always going to be learning, getting better, and trends change. So you need to be able to be flexible to stay relevant. Sorry.
That's okay.
No, that's
How
good
old is your
information.
son?
People need to know these things.
Yeah. My son is actually, he'll be 23 in December.
He's a Sagittarius.
Yeah.
So am I.
And my daughter is 6. So, I had them when I was, 6 and, 10 respectively.
Yeah, of course. I understand. Puppy's laughing out there, by the way. I can hear him on the other side of the house. Honestly, I didn't understand how to price my freelance books until I read Patricia Tellman's Babylon 5 book.
Mm-hmm.
He came in and he goes, honey, I remember this. And he read it to me. And I'm like, yeah. I said, in art school, this is what they told us.
Mm-hmm.
How many hours did you put into it? How much was your stuff? Double it.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to be making at least $500 a week.
Yeah.
Minimum. After what you just did.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, that's a lot of money. I said, why do you think art is so expensive?
Exactly.
That's why I don't try to sell the little things that I make, because they take me forever, and nobody's going to pay big bucks for this little thing made of rubber bands.
Makes good Christmas presents. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I did.
Well, and that's one of the things that is a hot topic in a lot of voiceover Facebook groups, is for people kind of all the time for their work. And, every once in a while, I'll actually post something and it'll be kind of one of those reminders of, there's like that joke about the plumber. This guy comes in and he does all this work and, just messed up everything. And then this plumber comes in and it takes him, 5 minutes, he bangs on one pipe and it works. And he's like, so why can't I pay you for 5 minutes? He's like, well, it took 20 years for me to be able to get to the point
right
real quick and call it good. And that's a lot of the things that you kind of got to take, and keep in mind when you're doing any kind of freelance job. You've invested in your training, you've invested in your website, you've invested in all of the little things. It adds up. And for my works, I submit my work for a contest on occasion, and most of them aren't free. You and then some of them you have to buy your trophy afterwards. So that's all expenses, and for me, I look at that as a marketing expense. But
right,
it all adds up. So yes, I may be able to read your commercial in 8 minutes, but it's taken me years to be able to do it in 2 takes. So that's one of the things you have to kind of keep in mind. And just because it only takes you 5 or 10 minutes, don't charge because it only took you 5 or 10 minutes. It's still, keep in mind what the rates are, keep in mind what the usage is,
be paid for your knowledge and experience. Because if you had my knowledge and experience, you wouldn't be paying me to do it at all.
Exactly. So.
Myrtle would like you to know it's okay. Her oldest will be 32 in December.
Uh-oh, that means
our girl Myrtle.
Okay,
she's feisty. We like her.
I tell them, this is the grandmother that your child will have. Make choices accordingly. So far, it's working.
There was a comedian, I don't know who said it, but I've quoted it more than once, that our generation is going to be the weirdest generation in the nursing homes. It'll be like, Grandma, shh, you're done. Go to sleep. All right, give me my bong and my switch, and I'll go lay down.
Hopefully, they figure out some arthritic controllers, because
they're gonna have to.
All crumpled and twisted. I've thought about this. I've had someone needs to develop now. We've seen some of the ones that are made for people that are differently abled.
Yeah.
So the technology is out there.
If you build it, we will come.
Yeah, I think when we're all in memory care, that's gonna be fantastic.
Oh yeah, we'll be the Spitfire women with pink hair because it's no longer going to turn purple. It's going to be pink.
Yeah, that'll be
maybe that lavender. Lavender.
Yeah. When this fades out, it turns to this weird violet color. which is fun, still colorful, but I like the deeper purple much better.
That's why I don't dye my hair. I can't keep up with it. I'm lazy.
I use tinted shampoo, so it buys a lot of time.
It buys you a lot of time, tinted shampoo. But with Mel, with your color, I would never do a full color on you ever.
Why?
I do like streaks or something.
Dude, I think she could rock blue. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. She did a filter the other day with dark, like almost black hair. It was hot.
Like, I had never considered myself with dark hair like that. I mean, I saw that and I was like,
It's so sick when you do. I think I did black when I was 18. And it made me pale. It made me look kind of pale. I'm not gonna lie.
I did platinum when I was 19.
Oh wow!
It was short.
She did.
Too.
I've seen pictures.
I look like a diesel dyke from hell. I loved it.
Well, I
was like,
underneath this purple, it is a platinum blonde because I have to, in order to get the really good colors, you got to take the existing because my hair's dark. So I got to strip it and make it really blonde, and then I can put the fun colors in. I've had, how do you get it so bright? It's like I cheat.
Yeah,
I have to kill the hair.
When I go fully gray, I'm gonna save so much money on my hair double processing it.
Well, the gray. Now I've got a lot of gray in my hair now. Over the last year, it's just, and that is a different species.
It's a different texture, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a fishing line almost.
Yeah.
And mine's sparkly, so that's kind of cool. My mom calls it my pixie strands because they're sparkly.
I call them my tinsel.
It is. It's sparkly, but it's stretchy.
I have one or two somewhere.
It's very weird. You were
I got some somewhere, but they're actually, because of the color of my hair, they're harder to see.
I have them everywhere, all over. So I just shave them off. I just shave them off.
Be gone, beast.
I'm like, oh, I can see the gray hair. Oh, time to shave my head.
I kind of like mine to like migrate to one spot.
Yeah, I like to have it patchy. Was it like Stacy?
Yeah.
Like, I loved her little streak, and it's like, no, mine's just gonna come in one tinse.
In fifth grade, my uncle put a streak in my hair right next to my widow's peak, and I kept it up like until I was 28. No, older than that. No, about 28, 30. I always had the streak in my hair, and I would get teased for it all the time. Bumblebee, all kinds of weird stuff, and now it's a big shit deal. I see it all the time on kids. I'm like,
oh, I for many years I was rocking the blonde chunk in the front on both sides because my Spice Girl was coming out, so that was a thing for a long time with my hair. I didn't put any.
No, it's all back.
I had red for a long time.
I liked your red. I liked red.
But again, too much maintenance. Look, I don't want to do all that work, okay?
Mel's like, I don't want to be high maintenance.
No.
I don't want to be high maintenance too, but when an award ceremony comes around.
Well, that's worth it.
I go to a salon.
Red carpet. Okay, so
that's worth it.
I need to get my eyebrows threaded. I need this. I'll just go down the list.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I love it when you come on here. You need to come on here more often. We need to make this a standing gig every few months or something. We need to talk.
She's like, wait, Vixie, wait. I have a lot on my plate, lady.
It's okay. This is like a 1 hour coffee clutch with the girls.
Yeah, really is.
It's not that big of a deal. You shush, quit giving her ideas, Mel.
Listen, that's okay. Once she gets her Switch next week, then she'll be playing games with us.
This is true.
Because I've decided it's going to be next week.
Oh,
Mario
Mel.
Kart on Sunday. Come
So
on.
Mel decided it's going to be next week.
Look,
Is next
we
week
talked about how
also
vicious
gonna...
we get on Mario Kart. Myrtle that was asking her real name is Muriel. That was asking about how old your son is and saying hers is 32. She's the most vicious of all of us.
This is true. She's the oldest.
That is true.
She will green shell you out of nowhere with such precision. It's just beautiful.
So, you know.
We are bad influence, but we like it that way.
Yeah.
Is there another way? There's a reason I play villains.
We're good influence too. Hydrate.
Hydrate. Yeah, hydrate, people. Hydrate.
Hydrate.
Tropical punch. Anyway, I forgot what I had. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, surprise.
Well, I always want something I like because I buy it.
Oh my gosh, honey, yes. Vixie.
What?
Jenna and Rich on the same show.
Oh.
Okay.
That would be fun.
Rich
That was
Morris
Hubby's idea.
is the creator of Yaf Gig. He's also does, oh hell, he did Arthur.
He's
and
the one who
Kaleu
did
and-
Arthur. Remember the little books? The books and then the show, Arthur.
The PBS show, Arthur and Friends.
And the picture of me,
Yeah.
Mel, and
Yeah.
Doll, he drew that.
He's drew that. That's fantastic. Love
And
that.
he's a blast. I think you guys would get along really well.
He's funny.
Such a nice guy.
I would love to have
He's
a big
so
creators corner
sweet.
table again. I love it when everyone gets together and meets each other.
That'd be
It's really
fun.
cute when people when Rich met the Folios, he was starstruck, and he's they're both famous and they're both starstruck, and it was cute. It was absolutely adorable. And it happened on our show. It's kind of
Bringing people together.
Yes.
that's what we do here on Planet Flipside.
Well, and honestly, that's one of the things that I love about voiceover conferences is because honestly, it's probably the loudest situation you can be in because we're living. But it's so fun. It's funny to watch because you can definitely tell the people that are animated and commercial and book narration and you can. It's not that we're all kind of classified as people, but there's some definite traits that seem to kind of run along those various, specialties.
Well, you all have effects.
Yes.
And
Oh.
your affects just happen.
Well, that, and then also we'll start a conversation and one person will throw a voice and then the next person will throw a voice. And it's ridiculous.
I've seen those. Those are hilarious. I was at Playlist a few years ago and we were all doing it. Even those of us who don't do it professionally were doing it and having a great time. So, anywho, we have to start getting ready for our next show, which is at 9:30. Jenna, again, you are welcome anytime. Drop us a line. We love having you on
Yes,
here. Friday, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, even Sundays, mornings. We'll figure it out.
Sunday mornings when my height is 6'10" and I need my beauty sleep.
I love you. Some of us are high maintenance. It's okay.
Work again. So this next on time instead of having technical difficulties.
Awesome. All right, everyone. We love you. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Bye, all.
Bye, everybody.
So yeah, Yaftik is definitely where my heart lies in the comics.
Yeah, if you want to get into voiceover, you got to do it because you love it. You can't do it because you want to be rich and famous, especially because you're legit doing a job that people don't know your face.
In my comic, there's a number of sentient computers and video game consoles that have happened over the years.
I should have a film. I thought it was going to be the end of this year, but I think it's going to be next year. There should be a film called Badness coming.
I think we're up to 6 Star Wars children's books now that I've illustrated.
I'm here.
I'm here.
The dork behind the drawing. No, don't look him directly in the face.
I draw cartoons for a living, and you can't tell me that the stuff that that we're producing nowadays is just for kids.
Kevin and Kel is now the longest running webcomic. I started in September 1995, and it's never missed a day since.
When I announced that I was voicing for Inuyasha's daughter, everyone was like, "What?" Like
that was all well and good until, I was giving Phil a ride one day and he said, "So how's your boyfriend?" And I said, "Well, we're breaking up." And Phil said, "Oh, really?"